Welcome to the While We Walk podcast, where I discuss my thoughts for the day. Today is Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. It's right now 11:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, going for another walk. Right now it's extremely cloudy. It's around 60 degrees. It's slightly windy. And I actually prefer this weather compared to the 80-degree weather, believe it or not. I'm wearing a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt as I walk around the park. I'm planning to do 4 laps today on the first initial run instead of my normal 2, because today is my rest day in terms of the workout. So I thought I might as well do 2 additional laps, which is basically 8,000 additional steps. And I may, after I eat my meal, after this walk, I may go out for another 2 laps afterwards. What I'm trying to get at is I might get potentially 40,000 steps today. So that is the plan of action today. So right now, I decided to implement like a pulley system for calisthenics. So if you recall, a few episodes ago I was listening to a podcast, a calisthenics podcast, that had a 6'7" dude who was able to do a full planche as well as a front lever. And he mentioned in the podcast that he created a pulley system that he created himself. It's called, you could Google it, it's like the Dream Machine. So basically what it does is it's like a pulley system where you could put weight on the opposing forces, so you could kind of do progression overload, so you'll know exactly the specific amount of weights that you're at that level. And ever since that podcast, which was like I think a week or 2 ago, I always had in my mind if I wanted to create one myself, and now I'm taking the steps to create one. So basically what I did was, all the tools cost under like $70, give or take. A lot of the gear is like basically climbing gear essentially. So I bought like 2 pulleys, which came out to like around $12, give or take. I bought like those clips, those climbing clips, around 6 or 8 of them. It came in the pack for like $9. I brought the rope that pulls that attaches to the harness as well for like, I think, $7. And the most expensive piece of the equipment is the harness. It comes out to like $40. And pretty much that's all you need. And then obviously weights, which I'll call my brother, because I have the weights at my brother's house. So I'm going to give him a call to see if he's using the weights or not. If not, if he's using it, then I could just purchase the weights, no biggie. But yeah, I'm going to start implementing the pulley system only because I could progressively overload the workouts more efficiently. So because the thing is, bands are very inconsistent in terms of, like, it only has the most leverage at the bottom of the weights, whereas a pulley system, you could generally track the actual weight that you use progressively. So obviously, if you want to make it easier, you put more weights on the pulley, and you progressively remove the weights as you get better and better. And I think that's a better way to track progress more than it is just by using a band, for instance, or doing it without any kind of assistance, in my opinion. And that 6'7", so I'm close to 6 feet. I'm 5'11", and that dude is 6'7". You know what I'm saying? And that guy could do those moves at 225 pounds. So and he mentioned that was a tool that he was using. So I'm definitely gonna start implementing the tool for sure. There's no question about it. A lot of gymnasts use it as well to help perform some of their moves. Now I'm not gonna even attempt to do the Maltese or Iron Cross. No, it's just too joint tendon intensive. Never intend on doing that. But what I do intend on doing is working on the planche on the floor, specifically on the floor. And I'm not going to use parallettes, and the reason being is because then I could do I could do those moves anywhere pretty much. You know, I could pull it out anywhere. Whereas parallettes, you have to actually carry around parallettes, which is not ideal. And if you want to get great at the floor, you got to train on the floor. So that's where I'm going to train. I'm going to condition my wrists, and I'm going to progressively overload until I get the planche. And I think that way, my progress is going to be a lot faster, because I want to know how the move feels initially, so I know which muscles to strengthen. So I believe the pulley system is going to be the best way to go about doing it. As a matter of fact, I may create a video on it as well, on my channel, to see if, you know, if there's going to be any traction, a video on it, potentially. I mean, we'll see. But the pulley system is actually very going to be the biggest tool in for me to obtaining. I'm even going to use the front lever for that as well, mine as well, because all I'm doing is putting a harness with a pulley and attaching weights to it, so it doesn't hurt, and I could start straight from the full planche instead of having to do those progressions, you know. So I'm actually looking forward to this. It's actually going to be pretty sweet in my opinion, because I could just keep on lowering the weights as I'm getting better and better. I do currently have 4 16-pound chains, so I have 64 pounds that can help lift me up at this point. So I'm definitely going to use that to initially and see how it feels. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to go straight into the a full planche and see how that feels, using the pulley system as well. Yeah, so that's the plan of action. I'm going to use that pulley system. It's coming by tomorrow. Along with, I also bought like an additional gym mat, a portable gym mat, but this is like 2-inch thick foams, which gives me a nice little cushion. So I am really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to arriving tomorrow, and I'm gonna start testing it out on Sunday for sure. Gonna test it out on Sunday. And I found the right camera angles to record my progress as well, so I know how to put my camera in order to track my progress now. So yeah, I'm have it all stored in my phone. Gonna little by little chip away at this thing. It's gonna be amazing, actually. I may consider purchasing some weight if I can't get it today, but yeah, that's the plan of action. What else? Yeah, so what I plan on doing, actually, you know what I might do is, yeah, I'm gonna actually give him a call tomorrow to see if I could go pick up the weights or he could drop it off, actually. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Very interesting to see. But oh yeah, today in terms of the diet, I actually hard boiled 5 eggs yesterday, but I'm gonna eat them tomorrow, because today I decided to have oatmeal again, but this time not with the full cup, but half a cup of it, which is 40 grams, along with a scoop of protein and blueberries, and it was magical. It just goes to show I kind of missed the oatmeal, because for lunch I'm not gonna have beans for quite a bit of time, because it's 455 calories, which is a lot. I tried the broccoli steamed, and that was magical as well. Even though the broccoli was frozen, the consistency was perfect instead of actually so for those of you that are cooking broccoli, you need to get a steamer. It's pretty much a must. You need to steam your vegetables. Don't boil them. That's the trick. It helps preserve like the crunchiness of the vegetable, which is what I'm looking towards to, you know. So yeah, I was considering purchasing the broccoli along the way. It's 50-50. I might just finish off the frozen broccoli first. I might just buy it tomorrow. Yeah, most likely I'm gonna buy the other ones tomorrow, because the frozen broccolis are just perfect. So it came out to like 3 cups, little bit less than 3 cups, or 4 cups, excuse me. Came out to like less than 100, like around less than 100 calories for broccolis. And that shit filled up like half a plate. Like, it was ridiculous, the volume of food. That's why I decided, you know, I'll remove. It has, and that the macros for that were like 8 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber on 100 calories. Which is crazy, you know. So broccolis is the way to do it. So for this morning, I had the normal 1 scoop of whey protein and collagen. Then 3 hours after that, I had my half a cup of oatmeal along with a scoop of protein, along with a whole box of blueberries. And for lunch after this walk, I'm gonna have you know, pork loin chop along with another 4 cups of broccoli, and then I'm gonna have a whole box of blueberries because I want to get rid of the blueberries now. So, and then for dinner, I'm gonna have the same pork chops with broccoli, and that's my mainstay going forward. I had also like 150 grams of frozen grapes, which I found pretty amazing. And there's like this new research that I've been testing out, which is preloading your protein before you eat carbohydrates. So what I did was I ate my pork loin chops and broccoli, and in 15 minutes afterwards I had my 150 grams of grapes, and I didn't feel any kind of spike. And yeah, I'm gonna start doing that every time. And that's the macros for, I mean, not the macros, but the actual calories came out to under 1,900. And so for the week, I'm actually, on average, I'm below 2,000 calories for the week. Oh, and my weight was 194.5, which is 0.5 pounds. Like, I broke the 185 pound barrier, which I've been trying for 3 weeks right now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at this under 2,000 calorie for the rest of the summer, pretty much. I want to see how far I could get this cut. So yeah, a lot of things in the works. I'm really looking forward to setting up the pulley system tomorrow. And once I set it up, I'm most likely gonna do a couple of test runs with it. I'm not gonna go crazy in terms of the workout, but I wanna definitely test it out on Sunday. Most likely, yeah, on Saturday, and do a full workout with it on Sunday. And so I'm gonna go straight to the full planche. Because I'm progressively training for it, I might as well just go straight to the full planche or straddle, but most likely just full. I want to go straight to the full and see how it feels like, and then use the stand and the recording to see my form. That's the way I'm going to do it for sure. I'm also going to do the full front lever instead of the straddle front lever. I'm going to go straight to that. And so yeah, man, it's gonna be epic. The Dream Machine, or whatever that machine is called, or the pulley system, is gonna be a key to success for a nice little progressive overload thing that I could do. And so yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this diet. Oh, and when I ate that broccoli, I was satiated throughout the night, so it actually worked. So that was huge. That was really huge. So yeah, everything's on the up and up in terms of my weight, in terms of the diet, in terms of the trading, the futures trading. That's something I'm still in the process of working on. That's something that I really is the only roadblock that I need to fix in order to, be really truly happy. Now I'm happy as is, but like in terms of having a more secure lifestyle. And pretty much I'm not asking for much, as long as I could cover my expenses for the next 2 years. I mean, I have it covered right now, but like I want to make it this year for 2 years, and the next year for like 10 years, the following year. And if that's the case, because my cost of living is relatively low because I'm only by myself, I could start, pursuing different things from that point on in terms of relationships and stuff like that. Because right now it's all about me. I'm not really thinking about anything else in terms of, it's pretty much me and my health, and just trying to get at a low body fat percentage, and just basically having the consistency in my income. That's the next goal. And then once that's established, then I could start looking into other things in terms of relationships and stuff like that. But I'm just really happy that my weight is steadily trending downwards now. It's pretty remarkable. After just removing 300 calories, actually on average I was averaging 2,600 for the past 2 weeks, and right now it's under 600, so that's like 600 times 742. Yeah, so it makes sense that my weight is dropping as is. But yeah, I think removing beans in the interim is going to be the way to go, because it's too many calories in one sitting after looking at on the calories there. So that's what I'm gonna do for today. I only have like a few cans left, and they expire like next year sometime, like late next year, so I don't have to worry about those cans for a minute. But like the broccoli is just, in terms of macros, are just too good to give up, and they're extremely satiating because there's so much volume in broccoli. That's the trick, it has so much volume. It has fiber and protein. Like for 100 calories you get 8 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. You really can't beat that. It's hard to beat that in terms of like in 100 calories too. That's wild. So like broccoli is like going to be a mainstay for the rest of this cut, and it's not horrible. You just put a little bit of hot sauce on it and I'm good to go. And yeah, so it's going to be really broccoli and fruit for my fiber sources. Those are going to be my 2 main fiber sources. And the protein, my main sources are going to, generally the main protein sources are going to be from animal protein, obviously. But the animal protein of choice right now currently for me is pork chops, because it only comes out to like $4 a pound, which is pretty much the same as chicken breast. I think chicken breast is around that range. So it's like, and I like the taste better, so might as well just go with pork loin chops for my meal. So that's going to be my meal for the foreseeable future. Definitely not going to go above 2,000 per day on the rest of the cut for sure. There's no question about it. I'm going to keep it at under 2,000 for the rest of the cut. And yeah, we'll see from this point on how far my weight drops, because if it drops even more, I'm going to be like, yo, that's going to be amazing. It truly is going to be amazing. I want to see how far I could take this. It's going to be absolutely, truly epic. But yeah, just waiting for the pulley system to arrive. I just ordered it today, so it should arrive by tomorrow based on Amazon. And gonna test that thing out the same day once I set up everything for sure. Definitely gonna test it out. I'm gonna be too impatient to wait till Sunday to do it, so once it arrives I'm gonna just test it out right away. But today's gonna be definitely my little rest day for sure. Today is definitely gonna be my little rest day. And gonna just walk a lot today, pretty much. That's the plan of action, just walking all day today. I might attempt to hit 40,000 steps today. We'll see. But most definitely over 30,000. Definitely over 30,000 for sure. But yeah, so if I do With the first run, it's gonna be 30,000. So yeah, I think I may be able to do the 30,000 steps today. 30,000 definitely. 40,000 if I go walk out twice. It's definitely definitely doable. So yeah, today is what? Today is Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just might as well. I'm not really doing anything at the house anyway, so I may just like download like a 2-hour podcast or something and listen on to it on my second walk. My first walk, I like to keep my thoughts for myself during the first walk. So the second walk, I could definitely get away with listening to something, but the first walk, it's definitely there for my mental clarity. I'm sorting through my thoughts for the day and for the week, and a lot of things. It's where I come up with a lot of ideas too on what to do. So the first walk is my basically it's like a power, like a combined power walk, where I get my activity in, I get my mental health cleansed, I get everything cleansed during the first walk. It's just like the best medication, in my opinion, known to man. It checks off everything. It checks off your health. It checks off, your mental health, in both physical and mental. And yeah, man, there's really no other activity that I know of that is so powerful like this. So walking is king, in my opinion. It's basically it's changing my life as we speak. So with that being said, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode of While We Walk.